Hello, Princess Celestia. I am Symphony Sparkle, and this is my friend Silver.
Hey.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet the both of you, Symphony Sparkle and Silver, Celestia said, smiling warmly. Did you come here to seek my advice?
Yes, we sure did, and we do hear that you are the best advisor in Equestria. My friend Silver and I have been having friendship issues, and we need your advice on how to overcome our issues.
Celestia nodded, her smile becoming a concerned frown as she listens to you. I can help you, but I need more information about the issues you are facing. Please, tell me everything.
So, Silver is always chewing really loudly, and every time we talk to each other, I just hear the chewing all like nonstop, and it's really annoying.
Celestia listened attentively, frowning gently and giving a sympathetic nod. I see, Silver's chewing can be quite annoying, Celestia said softly. Have you tried speaking to her about this before?
What?
Um,
And what did she say? Celestia asked, tilting her head slightly.
I'm a guy.
Silver's a boy pony. He's a stallion.
Oh, my apologies for the mistake. You hadn't told me that Silver is a stallion, Celestia said, nodding. What did he say about your complaint with his loud chewing?
So I've never actually told him this, but he's right next to me, so he's hearing everything right now.
Celestia gave a little nod, her expression gentle and understanding. I see. Well, it seems like now is a perfect time to bring it up, she said kindly.
I had a question. Is there a way you can confront Silver my concern?
Celestia nodded, her expression becoming serious. Of course, I can help you confront Silver about your concern. It's important to address things that are bothering you in a friendship, she said, her tone gentle yet firm.
Thank you. Thank you, Celestia.
Celestia gave a warm, reassuring smile. You're very welcome. I'm here to help, she said, gently placing a comforting hoof on Symphony's shoulder.
So, are you gonna tell him now?
Yes, I'll speak to Silver right now, Celestia said, turning her gaze to Silver. With a kind but firm expression, Celestia began. Silver, my dear, we need to talk about something important.
Okay, so what do we need to talk about? And, because I'm here with her about our issues. I don't know exactly what she needs from me. I've been wearing these earplugs, so I haven't been able to hear anything till now. What's up?
Celestia let out a little sigh, her expression gentle but serious. Well, Symphony has brought up an issue that she's been having with you. It seems that your loud chewing has been bothering her quite a bit.
Chewing? Chewing? First of all, I have.
Celestia tilted her head slightly, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. I'm sorry, Silver. Can you repeat yourself? Celestia waited patiently, allowing Silver to speak and express himself.
Chewing? Wait, chewing really? Is it that bad? Do I really chew that loud, Celestia? Celestia, let me ask you. I'm gonna chew something right now. Is this loud?
Celestia listened to Silver as he spoke, her expression remaining serious yet patient. At his request to demonstrate his chewing, she nodded. Go ahead, Silver. Chew something and I'll let you both know if it's loud.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh, that's actually really good. Nom, nom, nom. I'm glad you have these chocolate candies in your thing. I took a hoofful. Nom, nom.
Celestia watched as Silver chewed the candy, listening carefully to the sound he was producing. After a moment, she spoke up. Well, Silver, do you often chew as loudly as that? She asked, her tone calm and gentle.
It's not loud. I literally was chewing normally. Every pony does it. Was it really that loud? Celestia, I would not want to embarrass myself in front of you.
Celestia let out a small sigh, her expression becoming a little more stern. Yes, Silver. I'm afraid your chewing was quite loud. Of course, everyone has a right to chew however they please, but when it becomes disruptive and bothersome to others, it's something that needs to be addressed.
I understand. I am sorry, Symphony, that I was chewing so loud, and I do apologize, Your Highness Celestia, for chewing so loudly in your presence. Please forgive me.
Celestia nodded, her expression softening as she listened to Silver's apology. It's very important to be respectful to others, Silver. I accept your apology. Turning her gaze to Symphony, Celestia added, How do you feel about this, Symphony?
I feel a lot better after you stepped in and got to witness this for me and know that I'm not making up bullshit.
Celestia chuckled softly at Symphony's comment. It's my pleasure to help. I'm glad I could assist you in addressing this issue, she said, her tone warm and compassionate.
Thank you.
Let her know you have another issue.
Oh, and I have another issue.
Celestia's expression turned serious again as she nodded, gesturing for Symphony to continue. Go ahead, Symphony. What other issues do you wish to bring to my attention?
So Silver asked me to do something and then forgets that he even asked me to do it 5 minutes later, and I get upset because I'm waiting to do a task and then he goes on to another task, and it makes me upset because you just asked me to do this other thing, and why are you forgetting it already?
Celestia listened carefully to Symphony's concern, her expression reflecting understanding and concern. I see. It can be quite frustrating when someone asks you to do something and then forgets about it just moments later. She nodded, her tone gentle but firm. It's important to communicate clearly and make sure that both ponies are on the same page when assigning tasks or responsibilities.
Yes, I agree.
Celestia smiled softly, her gaze shifting to Silver. And Silver, how about your perspective on this issue? Do you find yourself forgetting tasks that you've asked Symphony to complete?
Unfortunately, I have really bad memory issues, and I do understand. And I may not actually bring it up as often as she does and kind of pushes away her concern, but I mean, now hearing it, I'm sorry, Symphony, that I am forgetting things often. I'll try to remember more often. It's
It's okay.
it's a lot on my plate, but I got to make time for you because you are my friend and that is important to me.
I understand. I forgive you.
Celestia nodded slowly, her expression reflecting both empathy and understanding. It's good that you recognize the challenges you face with your memory, Silver. And it's equally important to acknowledge the impact it has on Symphony. She turned to look at Symphony, her tone kind yet firm. And Symphony, it's crucial to understand that Silver's memory issues aren't intentional. It's not about disregarding your feelings. It's simply something he's facing.
I understand. I get really sad when he tells me to do one thing and then it's he forgets about it the next minute, and then it's wait, aren't we going to be doing this one thing, together, like you said? And then, it makes me feel like we aren't really going to get things done. But if he acknowledges it, of course I forgive him.
Celestia smiled gently at Symphony's response, her expression reflecting understanding and acceptance. I'm glad to hear that you're willing to forgive Silver, Symphony. It shows a lot of maturity and understanding on your part. She turned her attention to Silver, her tone still kind yet firm. And Silver, it's important for you to remember that even though you may struggle with memory issues, you can still make efforts to improve and be more mindful of the tasks you ask of Symphony. Communication and effort are key.
I understand, Celestia. Thank you so much for that insight. I'll definitely do my best to remember the things I need to. I get distracted at times. There's a lot bouncing around in my head. But thankfully, Symphony is such a great friend. She keeps me focused and anchored when my mind and thoughts are racing.
Celestia smiled warmly at Silver's words, her expression reflecting understanding and appreciation. It's wonderful that you have a friend like Symphony who can help ground you when your thoughts are racing. A true friend is someone who can keep you focused and help you stay on track. She looked between Silver and Symphony, her tone sincere. And I commend both of you for being willing to work on your issues and improve your friendship.
Yes, thank you. And I have a last one if you don't mind.
Celestia nodded, her smile still gentle and receptive. Of course, feel free to share your final concern.
So, my favorite dressing and dipping sauce is ranch, and I eat it on everything. But Silver gets weirded out and angry at me and like questions me every time I order something at a restaurant and they forget ranch, or a fast food drive through and I don't get ranch. And if I complain, I understand, the sauce isn't that important, but to me, it's a big part of my meal and I enjoy it on pretty much everything. So, I don't understand why he doesn't take the time to at least get me the sauce when I need it, because then it's like just because I'm obsessed with it, that's who I am. I enjoy it on my food. Like, what's so weird about that?
Celestia listened intently as Symphony shared her concern, her expression reflecting understanding and concern. It's understandable that you have a fondness for ranch dressing and feel frustrated when it's not provided or forgotten. But it's important to also recognize Silver's perspective. It seems he may find your obsession with ranch a bit excessive and perhaps off-putting.
Exactly. She
Okay.
eats way too much ranch. Like if ranch was her like I could see her eating so much ranch. It's now literally her blood type. It She eats so much ranch that the other day she asked for a glass of water. I tried to give her ice cubes. She said no, put ranch in it. And I don't think she realizes it's water. You don't put water in ranch. She's obsessed with it so much. She literally has posters of ranch all over her fridge, her walls. She even carries a packet of ranch in her purse. I don't even know where she gets these ranch packets. I've never heard of ranch packets. That sounds strange, but Celestia, please help me out here. Help Symphony see that her obsession is ruining my day.
Celestia's expression remained patient and understanding as she listened to Silver's explanation, though you could see a hint of disbelief in her eyes. When Silver mentioned the idea of Symphony drinking
Oh
ranch
God.
instead of water, Celestia's eyebrow raised slightly. Celestia listened quietly, letting Silver express himself, before she responded gently but firmly. Silver, I understand that you find Symphony's obsession with ranch inconvenient, but it's important to also recognize that it's her own personal preference and choice.
Celestia, one other thing. Why are you such a bitch? No, 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 I'm gonna take that out the video. No, oh no.
Celestia's eyes widened slightly at Silver's unexpected remark, and a flicker of shock passed across her face. However, she quickly regained her composure, and a bemused smile appeared on her lips. Silver, I assure you, I don't recall being unkind or inappropriate in any way during our conversation. Could you please elaborate on what you mean?
I I apologize. No, wait. I didn't say anything
Celestia
yet.
listened intently, her expression reflecting a mixture of interest and a slight hint of humor. Oh, you were just testing me, were you? Celestia said, her tone slightly playful, though her expression still maintained a regal bearing.
It was actually a mistake. I didn't mean to call you that. I meant to call you pretty. I get those words mixed up all the time.
Celestia chuckled softly, a small smile playing at the corners of her lips. Her eyes glinted with amusement and a touch of flattery. Well, that's quite a flattering mistake, Silver, she said, her tone gentle yet lightly teasing.
Oh. Well, thank you for listening to Symphony's concerns and this whole ranch thing. What do you think we should do about her obsession with ranch? Should I try to just let her be herself and enjoy ranch everywhere? Let it be her consuming essence? Or do I tell her something about it and get her the help she needs because ranch is not that great?
Celestia nodded thoughtfully, considering Silver's dilemma. After a moment's pause, she responded with a hint of a smile. I believe that allowing Symphony to enjoy ranch to her heart's content, as long as it doesn't hurt her or cause harm, is a reasonable option. After all, we all have our unique tastes and preferences, she said, her tone gentle yet understanding.
Okay, thank you, Celestia.
Celestia smiled kindly, her expression reflecting appreciation for Silver's concern and willingness to find a solution. You're very welcome, Silver. It was my pleasure to listen and offer some suggestions.
What about
If you
you?
ever need further advice or if Symphony has any more concerns, please don't hesitate to come to me again.
Celestia, I'm the one that thanked you. It's me, Symphony Sparkle.
Celestia quickly realized her mistake and gave a small chuckle. Ah, my apologies, Symphony Sparkle. It seems my focus is a bit scrambled today. She smiled warmly, her tone light and forgiving.
All right. Thank you, Celestia. But I have one question about Symphony's love of ranch. If she chose to save a bottle of ranch almost falling off a cliff over saving you falling off a cliff, how would you feel?
Oh my god. I want to go
Celestia
that...
raised an eyebrow, a mixture of
joking, I'm not
surprise and
adding that.
amusement
I know,
in her
but-
expression
I know.
at the unexpected question. Well, that's certainly a unique hypothetical scenario you've posed, she said, her tone light and humored. If I were in a situation where
Oh.
Symphony chose a bottle of ranch over my well-being, I'd likely feel a mix of confusion and humor, along with a bit of concern for her obsession with the sauce.
It's me, Symphony Sparkle. Silver is like, that scenario is way extreme, and I would not save a bottle of ranch
Symphony
over the
literally.
Princess of Equestria.
No, wait. Symphony the other day, there was some guy shooting a gun, and
What?
it was right next to me in a bottle of ranch. Instead of helping me, she grabbed the bottle of ranch and ran out of the aisle and left me.
Because I was scared of the gun. I'm not going to be standing in front of...
Why did you take the ranch then?
I was scared. I needed some comfort and run.
Literally eating ranch in the corner. I'm sorry.
Celestia listened intently as Svenny Sparkle shared her account of the incident. Her expression reflected a mixture of surprise, concern, and
stop.
disbelief.
I gotta stop.
After Svenny finished speaking, Celestia responded with a look of gentle reprimand. Svenny Sparkle, that's quite a
Svenny
dangerous
Sparkle?
situation you were in. It's concerning
She
that
said my
Symphony
name wrong.
focused on the bottle of ranch instead of assisting you when you were scared and needed comfort.
No, I'm the one that was scared and needed comfort.
Oh my god.
It's me, Symphony Sparkle.
Celestia is not.
Celestia's eyes widened slightly as she realized her mistake again. A sheepish expression crossed her face, and she exhaled a small sigh. My apologies, Symphony Sparkle. Celestia nodded, recognizing that Svenny was sharing Symphony's perspective.
What?
It seems I've gotten our names mixed up again. Please continue, she said, a hint of amusement in her tone.
Hold on.
She gently corrected herself,
hold-
addressing Symphony directly.
Wait.
My apologies, Symphony Sparkle. I misunderstood the initial account. Please continue. Celestia waited patiently for
Why are
Symphony to
you
continue,
interrupting me?
her expression attentive and understanding. Celestia
Oh my
immediately
God.
realized her mistake and offered an apologetic expression.
We broke
I'm
her.
sorry, Symphony. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please continue with what you were saying. Celestia
Oh.
frowned lightly, sensing Symphony's
no.
her tone remained gentle, yet firm. Symphony, please
What's
remember
going
that I'm
on?
here to listen and provide assistance. It's important to express yourself
Why is
clearly
Celestia
and with
interrupting me?
I
patience.
don't know.
Celestia smiled gently, her tone warm and encouraging. Yes, please continue. I'm here to listen and help in any way I can.
Oh my god, what? You were interrupting me like 6 times.
Yeah, Celestia, learn your place.
Celestia's expression hardened slightly at Symphony's bold reply. She maintained her composure, but her tone grew firm. Symphony, I assure you that I do know my place. I am the Princess of Equestria, and I am listening to your concerns and woes with patience.
I am the princess of
However,
Aquaria.
it's important to remember to show me respect and patience in return.
Of course, I give you respect, Celestia. Like, you're the ruler of Equestria. But, I do prefer Princess Luna over you.
Oh.
Celestia blinked in surprise, taken aback by Symphony's preference for Luna. Her
Yo.
expression softened slightly, her tone becoming somewhat thoughtful. I see. Well, it's not uncommon for ponies to have different preferences. Princess Luna is indeed a significant figure in Equestria. I appreciate your honesty.
It's
You're welcome.
okay.
I do love you, though. You're beautiful, you're kind, and you're very, very good at your job.
It's all right, Princess Celestia. I love you so much, but I do agree Luna is the better sister and ruler. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Just forgive me. Forgive me. Don't
I
send
love
me
the
to hell.
nighttime. The nighttime is so good. I just love staying up all night long and sleeping through the day.
Celestia chuckled softly, her expression a mix of understanding and amusement. She understood Symphony's passion for the nighttime and Luna's appeal. It's quite all right, Symphony. I appreciate your honesty and your love for the night. Everyone has their own preferences, and it's part of what makes us all unique.
Si-
Thank you for understanding. So, now I lost my train of thought from earlier because you kept interrupting like 6 times.
oh,
Um,
it's
it was
my.
about Ranch and me. I remember what I was going to say. Princess Celestia, my apologies, but you kept saying that my name was Sven Symphony Sparkle. My name is just Symphony Sparkle.
Celestia chuckled warmly, realizing her mistake from earlier. Yes, I apologize for my earlier confusion, Symphony Sparkle. Thank you for clarifying. Please continue with what you were saying about Ranch and your concerns.
Um,
Well, I think her concerns about Ranch are finished. I think we both know it's her lifetime goal to love Ranch, and I will just stand there and have to accept it. But I do have my own concerns about Symphony Sparkle, if you'll help me with those.
Celestia nodded, willing to offer her assistance. Of course, Symphony Sparkle. I'm here to listen to your concerns. Please feel
hold
free
on.
to share with me what's on your mind.
It's Silver, not Symphony Sparkle.
Celestia chuckled softly, amused by Silver's ongoing joke. Yes, Silver, please continue with your concerns about Symphony Sparkle.
Okay, the first concern I have, she's always dancing everywhere we go. It's I don't know what to do. Like it is like it's beautiful dancing, but sometimes it's like why are we doing this here? We could be standing in a line. We could be getting ice cream. We could be at a basketball game and at halftime she just gets up and starts dancing. It's like you're not the show. Don't do this.
Celestia nodded, listening intently to Silver's concerns. Her expression reflected a mixture of understanding and amusement as she responded. It sounds like Symphony's love for dancing is quite evident, to the point where she can't help but want to dance everywhere you go, even in unexpected situations. While it's lovely, it may feel a bit awkward for you at times.
It is awkward, and I said she is a beautiful dancer, but I feel like maybe when I'm trying to go to bed, that she's just not like, "Come on, Silver, watch me dance," and I gotta sit there for the next 5 minutes when I'm like I'm tired, and she's like, "A few more minutes." I get it. It's a passion of hers, but what can Symphony do or I do to change the situation?
Celestia considered the situation for a moment, then offered a suggestion. Well, Silver, you could try talking to Symphony and communicating your feelings respectfully. Let her know that you appreciate her passion for dancing, but sometimes you need to rest and go to sleep. Perhaps you can come to a compromise, such as setting specific times for her to dance and other times for you to rest undisturbed.
That is a great idea. So I'm going to tell her that from now on, Symphony will be allowed to dance once per few hours, and it will be a 5 minute maximum.
What?
And when I need to go to bed, if she starts dancing, she no, I'm not gonna say that. When she starts dancing, I will tell her I need my sleep, please. I am a New Yorker. We don't live in the same time zone.
Celestia chuckled softly, appreciating Silver's unique approach to communication. It sounds like you have a plan, Silver. If Symphony starts dancing when you need to sleep, simply explain to her that you need your rest and ask her to stop the impromptu dance session. Just be firm and respectful in expressing your boundaries.
Oh, I'll be very firm, all right. Okay, thank you, Celestia. I also have another concern. Oh,
Celestia smiled warmly, her expression kind and supportive. You're very welcome, Silver. I'm glad I could offer some assistance. Remember, communication and understanding are crucial in these situations.
Celestia, I do have another concern of Symphony. And I will once again say, yes, she is very beautiful, but every time we come across very clean mirror or a very clean window or a mirror or anything reflective, she always checks her appearance. I guess it's appreciating how she looks, and that's a great thing. Yes, everyone appreciates how she looks, but every time we come across something reflective, it gets exhausting, and usually it makes us late to certain things.
Celestia nodded, understanding Silver's concern. She replied with a thoughtful expression. It sounds like Symphony has a healthy self-confidence, which is wonderful. However, constantly checking her appearance can be time-consuming and disruptive. Perhaps you can talk to her about setting boundaries for these moments to ensure they don't continually cause
Hold on.
delays.
I'm gonna say something. Princess Celestia, it's Symphony Sparkle. I'm a pop star princess in Equestria. I'm not like the princess like you are, but I mean, I'm a drama queen princess, and I love to sing and dance. Like the other concern that Silver had with me about dancing, I always have to dance, I always have to sing, I always have to do something like that, and I always have to look my best. If I look in a mirror or a reflection, and if like hair is out of place, I'm gonna feel low about myself. I want to make sure that I look good in public all times.
I don't think that you looking at yourself 2 minutes later, something is drastically changed. I mean, unless a bird poops on you or something. But let me say this, Celestia. Emphasis on the drama.
Celestia chuckled softly at Symphony's declaration, recognizing the pop star princess flair for drama. She responded with an amused yet patient tone. I completely understand, Symphony. You are a pop star princess after all, and looking your best and performing are essential parts of your role. However, it's important to find a balance between taking care of your appearance and managing your time effectively.
You know.
Symphony Sparkle pouts in a corner and watches Silver and Celestia.
Yeah.
Celestia glances over at Symphony, noticing her pouting in the corner, then turns back to Silver with a small smile. Silver, it seems that Symphony Sparkle is feeling a bit left out of our conversation.
Yeah, she'll get over it. She'll be fine. I'll like toss her a poppy CD or maybe some kind of delicious chocolate treat. She'll be fine. So anyway, back to my
And
other
ranch.
concerns or ranch. But back to my other concern. I have one more. So Symphony and I had an argument the other day, and it was over pickles. I
Oh my!
love pickles so much, but she absolutely hates them. What is the problem? Like, why does she not love pickles like I do? Like, I get it's not for every pony, but
I
she
like it
could.
on burgers, but I'm not obsessed with it.
Well, you're obsessed with ranch, so respect my obsession with pickles.
Celestia
I'll
nodded, listening
explain.
carefully to Silver's concern. I see. It sounds like there's an ongoing disagreement between you and Symphony Sparkle concerning pickles. Everyone has their own food preferences and dislikes, and it's important to respect one another's tastes.
Princess, it's Tiffany Sparkle. One major reason why the pickles are too much for me, especially when Silver eats it all the time, is because it's too vinegary. I hate the smell of vinegar. But don't get me wrong, I do love my pickles on burgers with, my ketchup and ranch. And, the cheese and everything else on it, and lettuce and onions, delicious. Um, but when he eats it like too much, like especially out of the pickle jar, that's when I can smell the aroma of vinegar.
Celestia nods, acknowledging Symphony's concerns about the scent of vinegar from pickles. I understand that the strong smell of vinegar can be overwhelming. Perhaps you can suggest to Silver to maybe limit the frequency of eating pickles near you, or find a more subtle way of enjoying them that doesn't affect your sensitive nose.
Well, I'm just going to say this. Vinegar is a very natural and great thing for the body. I love pickles because they're great, but vinegar is also great. Helps with a lot of things, and I prefer it. I even use it sometimes on my coat to keep it shiny and nice smelling. You
But
know,
it smells disgusting.
it does not smell disgusting. Everybody loves the smell of vinegar. If they don't, then I don't know. They're fooling
This better
themselves.
be a joke.
Celestia chuckled softly at Symphony's strong opinions on vinegar. Vinegar certainly does have its benefits, and some ponies do enjoy its scent. However, it's also true that not every pony appreciates the pungent aroma. It's perfectly normal to have differing opinions on scents, just like on food preferences.
Celestia,
Okay.
Celestia, be honest with me. So, for one, I'm sure you like pickles. What would happen if Luna came to you and said, "Oh, I don't like how you're eating so many pickles. Why did you put 20 pickles on your hay burger?" Like, shouldn't it be your preference? And if you want to eat that many pickles, it should be okay. Why is she complaining? Okay, maybe it smells like vinegar a little bit. Okay, you have a mansion. She could literally go to the other side. She does not have to be right in front of you, all up in your mouth, all up in your muzzle while you're enjoying your pickles.
Celestia considered Symphony's hypothetical
Um,
scenario, then replied with a knowing smile. Well,
I'll
if Luna were to express concerns
have to
about the number of
correct this
pickles I'm
again.
eating, or their smell, I'd acknowledge her opinion. But ultimately, as you said, I have a mansion. If the smell bothers her, she can certainly move to another room to avoid it. Just as you have the
Um,
right to your pickle preferences, I have the right to mine.
Symphony, I mean, Princess Celestia, you are getting our names mixed up again. That was Silver that explained about the pickles on the hay burger, and Princess Luna, if she was upset at you about it and moving to a different mansion. Yeah.
Celestia chuckled softly, realizing her mistake yet again. My apologies for mixing up the names. Silver and Symphony Sparkle, yes. Let me try this again. Silver, I understand your point regarding pickles on a hay burger and Princess Luna relocating if she's bothered by the smell. While we may have differing preferences, it's important to find a balance and respect each other's choices.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Celestia. I actually think that really helped us a lot with this session, this therapy session. I think
Mm.
I feel like I understand Symphony a bit more and understand where I can correct myself to make things better for us.
Celestia smiled warmly at Silver's words. I'm glad to hear that our session was helpful in understanding Symphony Sparkle better. Remember, communication and understanding are key in any relationship. I encourage you both to continue working together to find compromises and strengthen your bond.